I was 18 years old when my family decided they were done with me. The blizzard had come in fast, the kind of storm that turns roads into white tunnels and makes the world feel smaller and more dangerous with every passing minute. Snow slammed against the car windows as my father drove in silence, his knuckles tight around the steering wheel. My mother sat stiffly in the passenger seat, eyes fixed straight ahead. No one spoke. No one explained. But I already knew this wasn't just another argument. We stopped on the side of an empty highway miles from town. The wind howled so loudly it felt alive, like it was waiting. "Get out," my father said, his voice flat. I laughed at first, a nervous, confused sound. "What?" "Dad, it's freezing." "Where are we?" "Out," he repeated. "You wanted independence. Here it is." My mother finally turned to me. There was no anger on her face. Just distance. "You've been a problem for too long," she said quietly. "We can't do this anymore." I opened my mouth to argue, to beg, to promise I'd change, but the words froze somewhere in my chest. I grabbed my backpack, stepped out, and before I could say anything else, the door slammed shut. The car pulled away, its red taillights disappearing into the storm. Just like that, I was alone. The cold hit me immediately, biting through my jacket, seeping into my bones. Snow whipped into my face, blinding me. Panic rose fast and hard. I tried walking, then running, but the wind pushed me back. My hands went numb. My thoughts scattered. I don't know how long I wandered before I saw her. She was sitting beneath a broken highway sign, wrapped in layers of mismatched coats and scarves, her hair gray and wild beneath a knitted hat. A shopping cart stood beside her, half buried in snow. At first, I thought I was hallucinating. "Don't keep walking," she said before I could speak. Her voice was rough but steady. "You'll fall asleep out there." I stared at her. "I need help," I whispered. She looked at me carefully, eyes sharp and knowing. "I know. And help doesn't come from the road tonight." She patted the ground beside her. "Sit. Breathe." I wanted to argue. I wanted to scream. But something in her tone cut through my fear. I sat. She told me her name was Ruth. She'd been homeless for over a decade, she said, after leaving an abusive situation with nothing but the clothes she wore. She knew storms. She knew cold. She knew when to move and when to stay. "Listen to me," she said, gripping my arm firmly. "In this storm, you don't chase rescue. You make it easier for rescue to find you." She helped me wrap myself tighter, shared what little warmth she had. She told me to stay awake, to talk, to focus on her voice. When my teeth wouldn't stop chattering, she made me describe my life, my school, my dreams, the things I loved before everything fell apart. "Your life didn't end tonight," she said at one point. "It changed. That's different." Hours later, long after I thought I couldn't hold on anymore, headlights cut through the white. Emergency lights followed. Someone had reported a person walking on the highway before the storm got bad. They found us together. As paramedics helped me into the ambulance, I looked back for Ruth. She was already gathering her things. "Wait," I said weakly. "Come with us." She smiled softly. "I've survived worse nights than this. You make yours count." I never saw her again. Recovery was slow. I spent time in shelters, then transitional housing. I worked any job I could find. Some nights were hard. Some days felt impossible. But every time I wanted to quit, I remembered Ruth's voice cutting through the storm, reminding me that survival wasn't the end goal, living was. Years later, I built a life my 18-year-old self couldn't imagine. A steady career. A safe home. And eventually, I began volunteering at shelters during the winter months. Every time a storm rolls in, I think of the night my family left me in the cold, and the woman who saved my life with nothing but experience, honesty, and compassion. Sometimes the people who save us aren't the ones who raised us. Sometimes they're the ones who understand what it means to endure. And sometimes, the warning that saves your life comes from someone the world chose not to listen to. If this story moved you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue sharing powerful stories of resilience, hope, and the unexpected kindness that can change a life forever.